I'm more bullish on Bitcoin now than I was around 55, 60,000 because I told you guys we were going down. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Bitcoin. We haven't talked about Bitcoin in a little bit. Last time we spoke about it, we were just going over this pattern right here, this week after accumulation stage pattern, which we had mentioned all the way up here around the $55,000, $60,000 levels. And it's been playing out, pretty nicely for us so far. And we recently finally had bought some Bitcoin. We bought last time we came around, we bought some Bitcoin around $27,000. And currently, guys, that was like right around right here, $27,000 or so. And currently we're up, we're up $3,000. If you bought a full Bitcoin, hey, not bad. We actually were up all the way up to 3,300. So it's about like $6,000. Of course, we're not going to be selling it. We're here for the long-term play here. But I just wanted to touch base and kind of see where Bitcoin is going next. If you want to learn more about the stock market, crypto market, you like this educational videos that we go over the charts and we talk about what's going on in the market, give you some guidance in times of darkness. I know Bitcoin bear market, crypto winter is not fun. So I'm here to reassure you guys, make sure you guys know what's going on. Leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. So currently, Bitcoin has been ranging for about 2 weeks. It hasn't, since we had this big drop here after, the whole Luna fiasco, after out of this bear flag. I mean, it hasn't done much, and we kind of like seems like we're getting a very similar pattern over again. You get a drop, then you get a bear flag, and you get a drop, and then you get a bear flag, you get a drop, you get a bigger bear flag, and then you get a drop. And are we gonna get a bear flag into this $20,000 range? That's everybody's question. That's, if you ask around the crypto community, more people than not are saying we're probably gonna go down to this $20,000 range. Is that possible? Will Bitcoin go down to this $200 range, $20,000 range? Well, if too many, in my opinion, if too many people are thinking we're gonna go there, more than likely we're probably not gonna go there. And then you guys see when everybody here was so bullish at the top here, and we crashed down when nobody was expecting, and nobody really was, very few people calling for it. I'm not saying everybody, but very few people were calling for it. Now, what would it have to take for Bitcoin to, you know, to start moving its way up? Well, if we take a look at Bitcoin, it's closely moving to the S&P 500, it's closely moving to the stock market, and it's been very much a battle of where is this inflation going to be at? Is inflation cooling off? Is inflation not cooling off? As much as you say, oh, Bitcoin, everybody in the world can invest in it. Guys, it closely moves with the S&P 500. You think this is like its own thing? It's not, unfortunately. Bitcoin is a high risk asset, it's a high risk investment. So in a high inflation environment, you're just not going to do well. It's simple as that. When interest rates are higher, it's not going to do well. We have a huge CPI report on Friday, which is going to kind of show where is the inflation at. Is it still going higher? Is it slowing down? If we believe it's going to be under 8%, it's going to be bullish for overall market, just because it's going to show at least signs of slowing down, which means the Feds can also slow down on their approach of raising interest rates if they choose so. Personally, I do think this is the bottom, and I've told you guys that before. I mean, even if it's not the bottom, right? We bought it $27,000. We sold it up here around 55,000 or somewhere in here. We sold it up there. We're selling now $27,000. Even if it's not a bottom, even if we're going to $20,000, that would be only about a negative 20%. Then you average down at $20,000, you buy even more, and then we're pretty much good to go. That's the way I'm eyeing it. I'm saying, in the situation that we're in, if you follow the channel, we're in a great spot. We're bought when people are down massively from 60, 50, 40,000. All of them are probably already close. We were up, not how people are up right here, $3,000 up on our Bitcoin. And I am holding my long-term positions, and I actually planning to add more. Guys, if we start reclaiming this $34,000 range, I plan to add some more Bitcoin, because I do still believe this is the bottom at $27,000. I still do believe this is the week off accumulation states. I still do believe we have one last push higher. I still do think we're going to make one last push higher, maybe around this $6,000 range, potentially in this $75,000 to $80,000 range. That to me is not a concern right now. I mean, even if it just goes to 50,000, we pretty much 2x on our money regardless. It's not considering you're doing leverage, so I'm not really worried about the price target, but I'm still convinced that we're buying at the bottom. If maybe, just maybe, not at the exact bottom, we might just have one last little push down to around 25, 24. Maybe like just somewhere around here, we might have one last push, which I'm not even worried about, I'm not even stressing about. Even if it goes down 20 times, I'm not worried or stressing about that. I think we're buying very close to the bottom. We're in a great situation to start lower cost average and start adding our position. And I'm standing by it. And that's why I want to show you guys some different on-chain metrics, showing us the behind the scenes, the level twos, what's going on behind not just the price action, but just how people are reacting to the current price of Bitcoin. So here we have it. This is the Bitcoin net unrealized profit loss. And you might be asking, Tony, what the heck is this? So here's this chart goes back to around 2011, all the way up to where we are right now, which will be 2022 right here. This is 2020. But what is this chart shows? So this chart shows when is euphoria, greed, entering the market, belief, optimism, fear, or end capitulation. So if you see these numbers here, this shows what is the percent of people in crypto that are currently up or down in position. So obviously the higher you go, 0.75 means 75% of people have made money in crypto. And have you noticed whenever you hit the 75 area, that's usually a top signal. Multiple times called the top, almost identical. You know, this price USD here, this gray line, this smaller gray line in here, this is the Bitcoin price. The net unrealized profit loss is the colorful line. You go to 0.50. Again, you're getting pretty close near the top. It's probably good to start shaving off some when you get up there. 0.25, you're either slowly you're making your way up or slowly you're making your way down. And then 0, you're more than likely making your way down to some degree. But now red is the important part. You see in 2011, 2012, first bull run, once we hit this red, called the bottom. Now it was red for a little bit of months, it's red for 5 to 6 months. But if you had bought really any time between just 5 to 6 months when this thing turned red, you would have done pretty good for yourself if you just had held for a few months. That's all you need to hold for about 5 to 6 months, and you've been chilling. You know, if you hold even longer, you go into the next year. Very big time chilling, right? And you know, maybe you just need to hold between 3 to 4 months, whatever the situation is. But also, I will point out something else quickly as well. Then you go 2015 right here. Again, you get into the capitulation stage when Bitcoin hits red, when more people, when the average percent, most people are red in crypto. And this means that the whales, the long-term holders, once those guys get red, you're pretty damn near the bottom. It means both the long-term holders, the weekends of the long-term holder got washed away, and the short-term retail got washed away. Now again, 2019, right? COVID dropped. We go into negative, called the bottom. Now currently, you know, we're at the bottom right here. You know, if you take a look at this area here, zoom in, we just crossed the bottom where the average trader is it's turning red. So this is like a big deal right now, right? More average traders turning red, which shows more than likely we are near the bottom at the very least. Maybe we have a little bit more down. Maybe we have a little bit more down, but more than likely, you know, we're at that bottom that we've been looking for. Now, also another thing I'd like to point out here is that we have a bit of an uptrend here. You see that the first bull run, we had this massive red, right? It went all the way down to this negative 0.25. Now, the next bull run, just slightly to negative 0.5 and then bounce right back. Here we went to like about negative 0.30. Now we're barely hitting this negative in any negative area, about negative 0.1 or so. Why is that? It's because crypto is getting less volatile. The bear markets are not as crazy as they used to be, and not as long as they used to be. They're getting softer in bear markets. The crashes are getting softer. I don't think we'll see a negative 95% Bitcoin. We get negative 99%, negative 90. We might probably see only negative 80, negative 75, and negative 70 Bitcoin, just because there's more money involved and there's less volatility in it. That's why these crashes are lesser. And even the highs, you know, you do have a negative uptrend on the highs. You see this first high, way above the 0.75 here. Second double peak here in 2013, 2014. A little bit of a lesser high, pretty close. 2018, lesser high. You know, and now we're just getting up there with the lesser high as well. So this is why I think another reason to show why we're pretty close to that bottom. And I'm not done yet. I want to show you some more information. This is the Bitcoin Mayor multiple model. This shows the 200 MA and both multiplied by 8 and multiplied by 0.6. So current price will be around 25,700. Current price down here for the yellow one is 33,700, which means we're currently below that level. So we're currently in what you see during the bear market. So this is the 2014-15 bear market, is that you have an A and a B. That means Bitcoin price, which is this gray level, the Bitcoin price USD, which is this gray line on the top, touches the main multiple of 0.6 twice in one bear market. So the second time, it usually means you've hit rock bottom, and more than likely you are, if you're buying near that, you're doing well. You just gotta hold it a little bit longer and you'll be doing fine. So that 2014, we saw that 2018, 2019 bear market, we saw that in the COVID crash bear market, and now we're seeing that now. We saw an A earlier in 2021, in the summer of 2021, we touched it, we hit that bottom, we're going up, and now we're currently in that area again. We're currently there again. We're doing it again. This is the B that we're getting. And look, if you bought at any time in the B's, tell me who now, comment down below, would you like to have bought in the B's? Would you like to bought at any time in this B's? Of course you would have. So what makes this B different? Now, are you saying it's a different cycle? It's going to be completely different? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But that is speculation on your part. The history shows that the B's is where you want to buy. You gotta trade off the histories. So if we're hitting this B, more than likely we're very near the bottom. Now here we see that it goes a little bit below the red line. Usually, if we zoom this in, we usually go a tiny bit below this red line each time. Now we currently have not gotten below this red line. Currently, we're still just touched it, so we could see a smaller drop coming, like another little push down. But we're buying a very good position. This is a very good position to buy the cost averaging. I'm more bullish on Bitcoin now than I was around 55, 60,000 because I told you guys we're going down. So I'm finally turning bullish. I was bearish. I'm finally turning bullish, guys. These are some of the reasons why. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? I'm still having a long position in Bitcoin, which I bought around $27,000, and I'm planning to closing them anytime soon. You know me, I trade on very low leverage, if no leverage, especially in times like now. It is still very crazy times. It's now times to, not respect stop losses or going on lane. I'm just showing you guys reasons why I'm currently bullish on Bitcoin. And as always, if you like this video, if you learn more, the stock market, the crypto market, everything down below, hit the subscribe button. If you trade live with me every single day, both with stocks and crypto, feel free to join our premium Discord channel room. I don't just come out here and show you guys a bunch of information. I back it up, and I actually trade live and make members a lot of money. So make sure you consider joining us. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.